Thank you so much for your voice notes. And I haven't actually consulted the cards yet, but it brought something up immediately, which I'm sure you've probably connected with in your sort of ancestral work. But there's been, some real struggles in your ancestral line with money and instability, wars that I think it's connected. Yeah, it feels like there's this connection of feeling unsafe, that there's the patterns with the money is something to do with feeling unsafe, connecting back to ancestral, to sort of the period of the war, and something in that case needs to be released from the body, needs to be released, processed. I don't know if you've tried any sort of somatic practices, any trauma release practices, but we can talk about that a bit more. I'm going to consult the cards and ask for their guidance as well. So angels, spirits, beings, for the highest good and compassion, I ask for your guidance using these tarot cards. What patterns are getting in the way of Annetta's financial situation? What's holding her back around her finances? How can she break this pattern of losing and not being able to push past a certain threshold? So for the reading today, I'm doing a 3-card reading, and I'm going to use my first card and then ask for more clarity, more clarification. So using the 3 cards, we get a fuller picture of what might be happening. So let's see what we come up with. Great, so I'll let you know what cards you've got. So firstly, 3 of Cups. Apologies if you can't see them so clearly. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay, relating to your question, and actually this is really sort of clarified, I think, what came to me at the beginning. So 3 of Cups represents celebration. It also represents collaboration. I don't think collaboration's necessarily relevant at this moment unless there is a possibility to collaborate in some way, work-wise, or collaborate in some way financially. So I'll sort of leave that out in the ether for you. But what it is bringing up for me is actually celebrating the achievements that you have made, having sort of this positive mindset, stepping into the gratitude and away from the fear. I know that's really, really tough to do, but looking at sort of what has worked, what has been achieved financially. It sounds wonderful that you're sort of buying a home, that is something that has been achieved. So just stepping back and actually looking at the achievements rather than focusing perhaps on these moments of this pattern arising, because actually noticing the pattern is obviously really important anyway, but also the more we expect the pattern, the more we can enforce that pattern. So actually stepping into that gratitude and the reflection of the positive moments financially, and really having a think about that. How have things, changed throughout your whole life? What have you achieved? And the King of Pentacles is just the best card you could possibly receive for this particular reading, because it's connected literally to financial security, to stability. And the King of Pentacles, he makes very logical decisions, very business-like decisions, but he is living in a state of financial security. So I feel like this is a really, really good card for you, really good omen that you are making the right financial decisions, and that stability and security is possible. And this one, so Queen of Wands, this card connects to finding yourself. I feel there is, and in fact, even from what you told me in the voice note, this fear of, is there going to be a war? This isn't yours. This isn't your fear. This is something you're holding on to. This card represents being yourself, connecting to yourself, getting back to yourself. So there is definitely some shifting of belief systems that needs to happen in some way, whether that is releasing from the body. You said you have done some sort of ancestral work, but there is a fear. Yeah, there is a fear around wars, around a lived experience that's in your body of your ancestors not actually being safe, secure sort of security wise and finance wise. But by stepping into yourself, clearing out that old trauma, those old beliefs, this is where the work lies. And I'm feeling that a big part of that is celebrating what you have, and what you have achieved, and adopting this sort of positive mindset. It is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And no matter what happens, it's going to be okay. Yeah, I hope that really helps, and I really would like to hear feedback and let me know if that brought up anything for you. And thank you very much for letting me do this reading for you.